For thousands of years, they lay silent, carved into the walls of colossal temples, and hidden within the tombs of pharaohs. A language of gods and kings, lost to time. The secrets of one of history's greatest civilizations were locked away, seemingly forever. How did we finally learn to read the whispers of ancient Egypt? The answer lies not in a grand temple, but with a single, unassuming slab of stone.
Ho, ho, ho!
Our story begins in the scorching summer of 1799. Napoleon Bonaparte's army is in Egypt, and a French soldier named Pierre-François Bouchard is supervising the demolition of an old wall in the Porto and of Rashid, which the French called Rosetta, amidst the dust and rubble. His men uncover something extraordinary, a dark, granodiorite slab covered in strange inscriptions.
Ho, ho, ho!
It wasn't treasure in the traditional sense, but Bouchard, an educated officer, immediately recognized its potential importance. He saw not one, but 3 distinct blocks of text etched onto its surface. Little did he know, he was holding the key that would unlock 3,000 years of Egyptian history. So, what made this particular stone so special? Its magic was in its repetition.
Ho, ho, ho!
The top portion was written in the beautiful, pictorial script of the pharaohs, hieroglyphics. The middle was in Demotic, a more common, cursive script used in daily life in later Egypt. And the bottom, crucially, was in ancient Greek, a language well understood by scholars of the time. The inscription itself was a rather mundane decree from 196 BC, praising King Ptolemy V.
Ho, ho, ho!
But the fact that the same text was presented in 3 different languages was a groundbreaking revelation. For the first time, scholars had a direct comparison, a linguistic bridge from the known to the unknown. News of the discovery spread like wildfire through the academic circles of Europe. When the British defeated the French in Egypt in 1801, the stone became a prize of war.
Ho, ho, ho!
It was transported to London and has been housed in the British Museum ever since, attracting millions of visitors who gaze upon this symbol of decipherment. But owning the stone was one thing. Understanding it was a completely different challenge. The race to crack the code began. Many of the era's brightest minds tried and failed.
Ho, ho, ho!
The prevailing belief was that hieroglyphs were purely symbolic pictures, not phonetic characters representing sounds. An owl meant an owl, a leg meant a leg. This fundamental misunderstanding was the biggest roadblock. An English polymath named Thomas Young made some important early progress. He correctly identified that the cartouches, the oval shapes enclosing certain hieroglyphs, likely contained royal names.
Ho, ho, ho!
He managed to link some symbols to sounds in the name Ptolemy, but he couldn't fully break free from the idea that the script was primarily symbolic. The puzzle remained incomplete. Enter our hero, a brilliant and obsessed young Frenchman named Jean-François Champollion.
Ho, ho, ho!
From a very young age, Champollion was a linguistic prodigy, mastering a dozen languages, including Coptic, the liturgical language of Egyptian Christians, which he correctly believed was a descendant of the ancient Egyptian tongue. Egypt became his life's obsession. He once famously declared, "I want to know ancient Egypt. I will know it." The Rosetta Stone was his destiny.
Ho, ho, ho!
For years, Champollion pored over copies of the inscription, cross-referencing, hypothesizing, and often working himself to the point of exhaustion. Like Young, he focused on the cartouches. He started with the name Ptolemy, which appeared in Greek on the stone. He carefully matched the Greek letters Ptolmys to the hieroglyphs inside the corresponding cartouche. This gave him a handful of phonetic values.
Ho, ho, ho!
But the real breakthrough came in 1822. Champollion obtained copies of inscriptions from a temple at Abu Simbel, which contained a different royal cartouche. He recognized some of the symbols from the Ptolemy cartouche, including the symbol for S. The first symbol was a circle, the sun. In Coptic, the word for sun is Ra. He had a hunch. He posited the name might be Ra as S.
Ho, ho, ho!
He thought of the famous pharaoh, Ramesses. Could it be Ramses? It fit perfectly. In a frenzy of excitement, he turned to another cartouche, this one containing the ibis bird, a symbol for the god Thoth. The name read Thoths, Thutmose, another famous pharaoh. It all clicked into place. The hieroglyphic system wasn't just symbolic, and it wasn't just phonetic.
Ho, ho, ho!
It was a complex and beautiful combination of both. Some signs represented sounds, others represented whole ideas, and some were determinatives, clarifying the meaning of a word. On September 14, 1822, overcome with the magnitude of his discovery, Champollion sprinted to his brother's office, burst in, and exclaimed, "G-Teens mon affaire! I've got it!" before promptly collapsing and fainting, remaining unconscious for 5 days.
Ho, ho, ho!
He had done it. He had cracked the code. The impact of Champollion's discovery cannot be overstated. It was as if a silent civilization suddenly began to speak. For the first time, we could read their letters, their poetry, their religious texts, and their government records. We learned about the daily lives of ordinary people, the grand strategies of pharaohs, and the intricate beliefs that guided their journey into the afterlife.
Ho, ho, ho!
The names on temple walls, Ramesses, Thutmose, Cleopatra, Tutankhamun, were no longer just strange symbols. They were real people, their stories finally told in their own words. Every mummy we've identified, every battle we've reconstructed, every myth we now understand, we owe it all to the decipherment of hieroglyphics. An entire field of study, Egyptology, was born from this moment.
Ho, ho, ho!
The Rosetta Stone was more than just a rock. It was a key that opened a door to a lost world, allowing us to connect with a culture that has fascinated humanity for millennia. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest discoveries come from the most unexpected places. A single artifact found by chance in the dust of a forgotten fort completely reshaped our understanding of the past.
Ho, ho, ho!
It teaches us about the power of persistence, the fire of human curiosity, and how one person's passion can illuminate the world for all of us. The secrets of the pharaohs are secret no more. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of history. See you in the next one.
Ho, ho, ho!